All right, Dick, we're back.
All right, great. So is this the question and answer session here, a part of this call?
Yep, question and answer and feedback.
Great. So what feedback do you have? What questions might you have? What kind of results did you get? Or were you just planting seeds? A lot of social media work is planting seeds, planting ideas, reaching out, making connections.
I have a question.
Sure.
Now that you say Dr. Ward is not with us anymore, does this website still exist?
I assume it does. I don't know that's issue has even been addressed. So, but I assume it does. Yeah.
Okay.
So, Dr. Ward, I'll tell you that I think I reached out to 40 people, and I've been reaching out to so many people doing this on our regular 5 days a week, power half hour, that I have to really be careful because I don't want to send the same message to somebody that I've already sent it to. So if I've sent it to them and they haven't responded, what I did this time is I just put 2 question marks and sent another message because, just to kind of wake them up a little bit, saying, did you want to take a look or not really? You know what I mean? So we'll see. I got the last time we reached out like this and I sent out to 40 people in 20 minutes, I got 7 responses. So better than real life, right?
Yeah, a response is a
Wow.
response. You just never know which of them are going to pay off.
Yeah, I'll tell you that, what's today? Friday. On Wednesday, I reached out to a gentleman in Florida. He has an organization called Wellness Gladiators. And we ended up having a Zoom yesterday and exchanging information. So it'll be interesting. His company he is in a network. He's already currently in a network marketing company. Apples to oranges, and no criticism at all. But in looking over the information that he sent me, his particular product is said to have science background, and it's very weak compared to the 20 years that we've had of research into our product. And so I'm very excited. We have a rescheduled follow-up on Tuesday. I'm very excited to see and have that conversation and see what we can do. They have some very interesting values in their company as well. So sometimes I think we're leading the field and having an influence on the other network marketing companies in terms of focusing more on values and character and that type of thing. So pretty cool.
Great. Anybody else have some feedback that I want to share with the group, or any questions that I can answer, might be able to address for you?
I do, Dick.
Hi, Bonnie.
Hi. So I did not make the 15 people. I only got to 8 because the 3rd and 5th person that I messaged answered me. So then you get stuck in talking and chatting and things, and so one of them is going to take a look at a video. But yesterday, I how some days you can send out information all day and you don't really click or connect with people. Yesterday was like a huge day of connection. I connected with a woman in Finland and we had this big long conversation, and she looked at product and she answered me back last night. So and several other people around the US. So I'm really, really enjoying this. I think it's the most focused time of my day, and I needed this.
Good. Yeah, it certainly can pay off. You just never know when it's going to. And but like we always say, you only need to find a certain number of people to have a successful business and to make an impact on the world. You don't need to recruit everybody. You need to find the people who are looking for what we've got, because it's a whole lot less work than trying to convince somebody that what we have is what they should want. So, any other questions? Well, I applaud you doing this every morning, and obviously it's starting to pay off for those of you who are doing it on a regular basis, which should tell which should say something to those of you who may be new to this, that it does pay off if you put in the work and put in the time.
Deb, were you going to say something at the beginning? I don't mean to put you on the spot, but I know you were waving and Dick didn't see your hand. So did you have something to say?
Oh, I don't know if I did, but I just want to reiterate what Bonnie said. This is the most focused half hour, and it's good to stay on until the end. I mean, past the end. This is when I really get my work done. I really appreciate you doing this because I think it's really what I needed to get back in the groove of things. So thank you.
Good. Good.
And I agree. And let's see, what I did today was, Cindy talked about, we wrote down in circles the other day, people that, I want to sponsor somebody that reminds me of so-and-so and like that. And I looked up, I went into and looked up people that I want to sponsor, people who are like them, and found out more about what makes them up, like what to look for in a person. And it's was really inspiring to me. And I'm wondering, Dr. Dick, how you reach out to people on LinkedIn.
Well,
As
I
you said,
reach
that's
out
what
into certain groups. Right now, I'm reaching out into a group of ER docs in the US and Canada. And I just send out messages to find out who's interested in a side business, in not putting all their eggs in one basket. And you'd be surprised who responds to that. So yeah, and if I don't find any takers in that group, and after a certain period of time, then I'll look into another basket of people. But what I'm finding is, I mean, there was a couple 100,000 people in that group. So I mean, there's no way I could ever get through all of the ER docs in North America. So there's tons of people, tons of groups of people that you can focus on in LinkedIn.
Wow.
Same,
And do you
same
have
on Facebook.
do you have a certain something that you say, or it's kind of geared to each person? You just sort of start a conversation, or
No, it's a generic message. Are you looking for, or I just say who I am and what I'm doing, and then see if they bite on that. So yeah, the people on LinkedIn are generally on there because they're looking for something, and then if they connect with me, then I start a conversation.
And let me just throw in that
Thank you.
Dick is an ER doc, so we might not have as much success with ER docs because we don't have that kind of credibility. However, look at your background and leverage your background. So David Stratansky's a runner. He could be in a million running groups because he's run 50-mile races, 100-mile races. So that's going to be, Dave's tribe, right? And so each of us have our own strength. Dr. Walker's is that he's an ER doc. He's a preventative medicine doctor. He's a mountain climber. But find your niches. One thing we learned from Eric Worre is that if you're talking to everyone, you're talking to no one. So target your audience. Peg Coates is a school teacher. We're in the teaching business. So Peg's got, if she just looked at school teaching groups, there would be so many teachers in this world that she could not possibly get through them all. I mean, I had these teachers ask me what I did, and because they had told me a little bit about their frustration of how little they get paid as teachers and how important their job is. And they asked me, so what do you do? And I said, I help teachers make more money. So you can tailor your answer towards, that's kind of what Ed Weens teaches about the bait at the end of the hook. It's not what you want. You might like cherry pie, but fish don't like cherry pie necessarily. So you might want to put a worm at the end of the hook because that's what a fish likes. You might not want to eat worms, but that's what the fish wants to eat. So anyway, just focus on your tribe, finding your tribe, and reaching out to that specific group on social media. So anyway, Dick, thank you so much for a great training today, and everyone go out there and have a fantastic Friday. Bye,
You bet.
everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank
everybody.
you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Blessings, everybody. Happy weekend. Let's go.
Let's go.